on, guys? Triple Tyler here, back on our good day. Today we will be finishing up the wet sanding and buffing on our budget paint job. It is pretty damn blistering hot. It's around 98 degrees today, so it's gonna be a rough one. So let's get the car backed up, get everything set up, and let's go. Oh my god, what a heat wave in here. Oh. Just gonna forget about that. Yeah, let's get it backed up. At least something still works in this damn heat, unlike my rear view mirror. No need to warm it up. It's already pre-100 degrees. Go, it's good. Backed it up nice. I can brake. Alrighty, so we got the tent all set up. We got the roof, which we will be wet sanding right after the next couple minutes. All hosed down and actually got it so you can touch it now. So it's not 100 degrees. Got everything set up. We already did the roof with 1,000 grit. So now we're going to do it the 1200 to smoothen everything out and get the rest of the garbage out so it's nice and smooth to the touch. Then we will buff it out and polish it up. It should come out really nice, just like this. Smooth as glass. So let's get to it. Guys, we've been at it for about 10 minutes now. Been fully wet sanding this. We got a nice, good spot already done, a big chunk of it done. You can tell the difference from where the white polka dots. This is really rough and has some overspray. It's kind of nasty. And here you go, it's already, this whole sheet here is done basically. It's just glass. So let's get you guys set back up and get over here. But also another quick tip for you guys. There is a big difference. You can tell if you go too far in, for instance, you won't be able to see it. And how you guys can tell that you should stop wet sanding is here. You can tell already here, like this has been done already. For instance, you can see not a lot of milk whatsoever. That means basically there's not a lot of clear coat left, or it's smooth. So you've taken all the rough out, so no need to go deeper, and because you might nick the paint up and you will see it. But for instance, you see this rougher stuff over here. Let's do a couple little swipe. You can see all the amount of milk, how much milk. Paper's dirty, everything's milky. This is all the rough clear coat and garbage and overspray coming off. So basically you want to go till it's nice and smooth and you don't get all this junk, all this milk all over the place. Like this, for instance. You guys can clearly tell the difference. Also, make sure you water down your paper and keep it clean. You don't want anything, a piece of dirt, a pebble, anything like that can ruin your day on accident. So always be on your game. So let's get back to it. Just got this half of the roof done. Wet sanding with the 1200 and it's absolutely beautiful. It came out really good. Gonna let it dry up and check for anything that I've missed. But we do have another 50% to go on the roof. So let's get to it. guys, we've been cooking it on this side, and she is basically done. Ugh, she's a sheet of glass already, so I'm gonna let everything dry up, check for any spots that I missed, and start another section. So we basically got to do this pillar here, this pillar, gotta do this quarter panel, this door, the front fender, and the whole car will be done, wet sanded. And then it's just this side to buff, and basically boom, we can do the reveal of the car. I don't know if the video will be out before this one or after this one. I think most likely this will be out before then, so stay tuned. Guys, we've been at this now for about 45 minutes on this quarter panel. It is absolutely a rough disaster, and it's gonna take a long time. It's about 50% done. Been on it for about 45 minutes now, and I'm absolutely worn out. So I'm gonna take a short break, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Guys, just got done with the quarter panel. Gonna stop here for the day. Absolute tired from the heat today. It's about 98 degrees with the sun, so I was cooking. Did about 3.5 hours of wet sanding. Got the whole roof and quarter panel done. Got a lot done. So tomorrow we're gonna finish the fender, the door, and start buffing. Good afternoon, guys. We're back at it. This is day 2, and the weather is definitely not nicer to us today. It's around 103 degrees, even worse than yesterday. We even have an air warning that the air quality is not the best, so we got to get this done next 2 to 3 hours. We don't have much left, just have a little spots that I missed. For instance, here you can see the black coming through, and this is fully wet sanded here. So I missed a couple spots on the quarter, so we're going to get that fixed up and perfected. And we're going to hit the door, the fender, and maybe buff later on, but I'm not too sure about it because of the heat. And we also have a gnarly tropical thunderstorm coming in again, and also the next 2-3 days after that. So let's get to it. guys, just got done with the door panel, quarter panel's done. One of the roughest parts so far I've wet sanded on this car, but it's done and over with. It's a lot of work, about an hour and a half just for this damn door. So all we have left is the fender and to buff the whole 50% left of this car. Just basically the whole driver's side. So yeah, see you when I'm done with the fender. And, here are all the products I intend and like to use while buffing the car out and making it really shine. First things first, I'm going to start off with some rubbing compound with a very mild fine cut pad. This is basically the pad right before the finishing polish. So I like that's very mild, ain't going to do damage. And just be on your game with it, because if you're not, you will mess things up. Well, right after the rubbing compound, I like wiping everything down. And I'll wash this pad out really good with water. Completely wash it out till you see no more compound, anything out like that coming out of it. And I will hit it with this right here, the mirror glaze. This is a polish, so this will start to bring the polish and shine and all the orange peel out. So this will make it really nice, start polishing it and bringing back all that shine and color. And finally, if you are gonna miss some stuff, some crevices, nicks, stuff like that, maybe miss a little orange peel, it's all right. You don't have to get everything out with this, because right after this here, I will use the absolute finishing glaze. This will completely basically seal it and get anything you've missed, dirt, anything like that, little scratch, some orange peel left over, to completely take it out. And I will be using a different machine with this stuff and using the ultra polish pad. This is the softest, most mild pad out there. This is more of just like a sealing polishing pad. There you guys go. It's what I recommend, and this stuff does magic, you guys see. Right after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish with the buffing technically. I'm going to wipe it down with a rag with some nice liquid polish, and then seal it off with some good high-tech Canuba wax. And you will see the shine just popping out. So let's get to it. Alright guys, just got everything set up, the buffing machine here. So I like to use just a Harbor Freight buffer, it works great. I do intend, I'm completely against everybody that cranks to speed up and really thinks they're gonna get everything out much faster. You really don't. You're just gonna end up burning up the clear coat and even into your paint. It's gonna look absolutely horrible. I like to run anywhere from 3.5 to 4 speed, something mild just like this. That'll get the job done and save you from a lot of, you know, agony and pain when you end up making a mistake. So let's get some compound on it and just get started on this quarter here, work it up and down. So let's go. Alright guys, I'm gonna take some rubbing compound and just put a little bit on the pad, good bit, gotta be generous. Put a decent amount on the pad, something like that, to start it off. What you're gonna wanna do is pick an area you're gonna start off. And always remember to stay away from the corners and be very careful, or you will burn the corners. They burn much faster than the regular flat quarter panel, trunk, whatever the hell you're doing. So what you want to do, so you don't shoot the stuff everywhere, rub it in a little bit, medium speed, and just work it in. Alright, now we got this little corner done. Just going to show you guys. I like to color coordinate my rags because of all the different polishes, rubbing compound stuff I use. So just make sure you grab yourself some good clean microfibers. I like going by color coordination. Like for the rubbing compound, I'm just going to use the green rag because you do not want to end up using one rag and mixing everything together. It'll just be a disaster, and really the stuff will just never come off. You'll be out here scrubbing and wiping for hours. So this is just about, you guys saw about 20 seconds with the rubbing compound. This is just the first thing, so let's wipe it off. You guys can already see. That's just the first step of the rubbing compound. It's already bringing the shine back, getting all that ugly ass orange peel out, and just turning it into a mirror. So let's keep going. I'm gonna turn you guys on time lapse, and I'll be back for step 2 when we start polishing. Alright guys, just got this quarter panel done. This is just stage 1 with the rubbing compound. and the fine cut pad. The rubbing compound does take out all the really rough, bad stuff, heavy orange peel, stuff like that, but it does not take out everything. So keep that in mind. So now we are going to switch to the polishing process, which also gives it a little fine cut, which will get rid of the little leftovers, like a little bit of orange peel here and a little bit in there. It will take that out and also start to polish it, really start giving it the shine. So what you're going to do if you're using the same pad like me is just grab your pad, take it off, go to the garden hose, your sink, wherever. Do not use soap, whatever you do, and just keep rinsing it out till the color comes back of the pad, or you don't see any more like soup colored water coming out of it, and then you're going to go to reuse it. Okay guys, so basically right here we start the polishing process with the ultra fine cut pad and the very fine polishing stuff. It does have a little cut to it, it does have a little strength to it, but it's just basically a beginning polish. So we're just going to hit it down, change up to a different rag, make sure to wipe between, and just go at it. You guys can really just see here the polishing doing its job and bringing the nice shininess out of the paint and restoring that clear coat to its full potential. So we're basically done right here, and we're starting the ultra fine polish. We are using the finest, most softest pad we have here, which is the ultra gray with a really nice fine polish ultra glaze, which just makes it pop and seals it and gets all the nastiness out of it. So yeah. Just got done with this quarter panel, fully polished, buffed, sealed, and waxed, and it's just an absolute glass. You can just see the reflection of everything, smooth as glass, and absolutely beautiful. So yep, I'm not going to bore you guys too much. I'm going to just cut ahead to the big reveal of the car, so I'm going to do the rest off camera and show you guys the finished product of the car right after this clip. So see you then. Here it is, all waxed, buffed, polished, the whole 9 yards, cleaned. Came out very well, extremely well. So let's cue the montage and let the car speak for itself.